EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Now the third team in the last 3 years. You remember Denver to Pittsburgh and now here in New York. He showed flashes of the vintage rush throughout the year in 2024 with the Steelers. Now he's looking to sustain those flashes for his new team in the Big Apple.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Giants.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
10 more there and another first down. Runs like that, this time on the RPO, is why they call him dangerous.
I love the way you dropped that in there. His decision-making is what makes it all go, because his ability to process so quickly what the defense is doing, make the right read, and then when he takes off and runs, also knows how to protect himself down.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Javon Kinlaw able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here is 3rd down and 4. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
He's got it. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown!
Wandale Robinson.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon.
Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wandale Robinson.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
Looking to put a drive together.
They go play action. Daniels.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down. They get 17 there. Good for a Commanders first down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion. A quick burst there and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Giants' 37-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Here's Daniels.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down.
And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drive. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Matt Gay on for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Tracy trying the right side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now it's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Wilson.
Robinson hauling it in outright.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Forced out to his left.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation, he went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here's Wilson to throw.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Wilson on the keeper. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tracy going to get it on 1st down.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And the catch made by Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Giants have taken the lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
To throw is Daniels. That one is slant to McLaurin. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brown goes in motion left. To the air goes Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Commanders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now Daniels.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Now they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10, right at the 40. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start with a run by Tracy.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Wilson. He gets it left side of Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Robinson's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it's Wilson.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Running left is Tracy.
A nice little juke. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. To throw is Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now it's Tracy, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Daniels going to try to sneak, and he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw.
It returns it right back to Samuel.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down and goal to go.
Here's first and goal.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He'll look to throw.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Wilson to throw.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing now is Wilson.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Now Wilson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes second down at 5.
Here's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Wilson's pass. Complete to number 29.
And Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Able to find Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Finding Ertz again.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.